Come on, Harry.
I will save you and kill the wretched beast.
Help, he's going to eat me.
I, the king of the world, will save you, O princess.
No! Don't hit the trees.
But Mummy, it's not a tree, it's a monster, and it's eating my sister.
Darling, these are not monsters, these are magical, mystical creatures.
How are they magical, Mummy? They're just trees.
Did I ever tell you the story of the sad sapling? Once upon an Earth Day, before you and I existed or knew of this woodland, there was nothing but trees and rivers covering this land. Trees grew tall and mighty, and the ground flourished rich with moss and flowers. Bustling cities of bugs and animals thrived in this beautiful, magical land. But it was the trees that stood at the centre of civilization. The trees ran the woodland. They provided homes in their branches and trunks for creatures, big and small. They delivered water from above to the life below. They provided protection to young seedlings, helping them grow tall and strong. And most importantly, their roots held them, the very fabric of the land, together. They were the heart, veins, and blood of Mother Nature. On one sunny day in the woodland, a new creature arrived. The woodland life froze as this creature swarmed the surroundings. Its giant feet crushed the life beneath it, and its teeth crunched through the air. Its loud whirring filled the air, deafening the birdsong. The tree roots hummed with electricity, sending warnings of this creature far and wide. What did it want with this peaceful woodland? When out of nowhere, the beast suddenly lay its teeth into the tallest tree, its spikes pulling apart the bark layer by layer before whooshing off into the distance. The once mighty structure swayed before falling with a sigh to the woodland floor. The other trees watched on with shock, their intertwined roots throbbing with loss as silence fell over the woodland. Where once an elder pine stood, now was an empty space. As the days went on, life without the fallen tree became harder and harder. Water was hard to contain, and the soil became soggy. Animals and insects were forced to find new homes, and trees found it hard to continue running the woodland without the mother tree. The trees mourned, but one sapling found it harder to contain its sorrow more than the others. The sapling grieved for its mother. Every day, when the sun rose, it tried to pull its head up to soak in the energy and the strength to keep going. But every day it failed and grew weaker. The sapling missed its mother and missed the strength it got from her. The other trees furiously endeavoured to get the fallen tree to rise once more, sending medicine, water, and energy to the stump. The sapling too tried to extend her roots to help, but her energy was low, and she drooped some more in grief. The days since the fall grew colder, and frost began to fall on the woodland. The sapling found it harder to ignite her inner strength to keep going without its mother. It tried to stretch its roots to connect to the wood wide web one more time, in search of any help, but its efforts were fruitless. With a final exhale, the sapling admitted defeat and laid its head on the woodland floor. When out of nowhere, she felt a slight touch on her roots, a spark. She lifted her head as more and more sparks shocked her roots. Under the ground, the other trees had heard the whimpers of a life about to be lost and turned its attention from the mother tree to its dying sapling. Together they extended their roots and sent delivery after delivery of water, sugar, and medicine. The sapling reached her head up high and her roots down low as life surged through her. Her roots intertwined into the complex network, and she pushed her head up and up until she looked down and could no longer see the forest floor, but above the whole woodland, the tops of the trees glowing vibrant green in the warm winter sun. The love and life given to the dying sapling by her peer pines had sent the dwindling seedling soaring into the sky, making her the tallest and strongest tree in the woodland. The sapling, now the mightiest pine, stood tall and proud and ever grateful for the bond she shared with her family. The end.